What's going on, YouTube? Chris here. Want to bring you all an update today. A Litecoin right now, we're sitting at $230. We're up about 4.18%. What I want to do here was look at Litecoin on the one-day time frame. We've been dealing with this symmetrical triangle. We broke out of it on heavier volume. Then we back tested the top of this upper trend line right here. Now we're going to see if we can get some volume and start getting over top of some of the most critical resistance areas we've faced in quite a long time. The first one's going to be around $238. Then we look up to around 271, and then it's going to be up to around 307. I think 307 is the hot spot for us. And the reason why I say that is typically when we get these breaks out of symmetrical triangles or trend lines here, what I did, I measured the back side of this symmetrical triangle. I added it on from our breakout point here, went up about 40%. That takes us to 307, and that is where we have overhead resistance. So if we zoom out here, 307 is going to put us right up in this range. You can see that's getting close to testing our all-time high. The absolute tippy top for Litecoin was around $423. And you can see, guys, what we're looking for to basically end this bull market as well. Many times cycles will repeat themselves. You can see how Litecoin, basically we're at around $54, and this was November 2nd, 2017. From November 2nd till roughly about December 12th, we went from in the 50s, 60s, all the way up to that 423. So it's one of these blow off tops on climax volume. And we haven't seen that yet. Okay, so as we're looking at the Litecoin chart and we're zooming out here, we're looking still, even this, say guys, say this happened here, and we want to look at all scenarios. Say we came up to this area, 307, we back test around that 271, even back down to 238 before we have that next explosive move that gets us through all-time highs. And if you think that's possible for Litecoin, guys, I want you to let me know down low and let me know where you think Litecoin's going to be headed here if we can get this serious breakout and we can get some volume coming back in. Okay, because this happens on symmetrical triangles. It can actually hurt performance a little bit, but many of the coins have done this. Link did this as well. So basically out of the symmetrical triangle, when you break up and then you back test, it can hurt performance as opposed to just going straight out of here. That's typically when you see the best performance, but you still can have a really nice run to the upside out of this. But it's going to take having daily candle closes up above that $238. You know, guys, and I also want, if you think Litecoin should be a top 5 coin, I want you to smash the like button, and I want you to tell me down low you think it should be top 5 or where you think it should be. We're typically been hanging out between like number 8 and 10, right in that range. But, you know, when Litecoin really gets moving, guys, it's one that can really surprise a lot of people, and it has a lot of adoption taking place for Litecoin. So I always want to keep my eye on that. And also we're going to get into coin market cap here. So first I want to take a look at the technicals. You can see right here on the one-day time frame, we have a 0 sell, a 10 neutral, and a 16 buy. The oscillator 0 sell, 9 neutral, and a 2 buy. Moving averages looking strong there, 0 sell, 1 neutral, and a 14 buy. So basically all we're having is our momentum's going to be a buy, MACD level is going to be a buy, the rest is neutral for our oscillators. Okay, so another thing I wanted to mention though, guys, we could have a beautiful setup on Litecoin, but if Bitcoin doesn't want to cooperate, right now we're looking good. We're up around $60,000, but say Bitcoin took a big dump, it's going to drag Litecoin down with it. Litecoin's an oscillator of it. It happens typically when Bitcoin pumps, Litecoin's going to pump harder. When Bitcoin dumps, Litecoin's going to dump harder, and that's just something we have to pay attention to. When we're looking at the relative strength here, you can see we're not in any overbought conditions. We're at 61, so we have plenty of room to make this move if that volume's going to be coming in to Litecoin. So next, if we get into coin market cap here, I want to take a look at Litecoin. We're sitting at number 9 right now, and we're going to pay attention to the volume. Volume is up right now, 19.68%. Our overall market cap, we're at almost $15.5 billion. So we're getting up there for Litecoin, guys. This is a coin I believe, you know, if we seriously get one of those climax volumes, we could get up to over $50 billion. You know, that's just how fast these things happen. People didn't think it could happen with Binance Coin, and you've seen what Binance Coin has been able to do as long as we can stay in this bull market and keep the macro trend up. That's what's most important. Bitcoin dominance has been dropping. We're at 55.0. Another one I like to look at here, you can see we have not even broken our previous all-time high here. And many times once you get up to that, you'll get that blue sky breakout as well. Not saying it has to happen, but many times that's what will happen. Just like with Bitcoin, once we got past 20,000, we kept cruising from there, right? So those are things I like to pay attention to if we get into the market cap. And we're going to look on the log scale as well. You can see this big W almost that's been formed, guys. If we can get a serious breakout of there, you know, I hate to say it, but we really could. We could see $1,000 for Litecoin. You know, it happens fast. I know some people are saying 2,000, 5,000, whatever, but that big round psychological number of 1,000, it's definitely possible for Litecoin. You know, we've seen it back here go from, like we talked about, guys, $4 all the way up to, you know, almost $400. So anything's possible in this space, but we want to take price action one day at a time. That's what's most important. It's great to have these targets and, you know, $1,000, $500, all this type of stuff, but we have to play the price action by the day, because anything in the world can change by the day, and that's going to impact the charts. Okay. How do you feel about Litecoin today? We're going to say good. We have 86% of people saying good. 14% of people are saying bad for Litecoin right now. So guys, that's what I wanted to bring to you today. I hope you get something from it. God bless each and every one of you. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care, my friends.